Hello, you're watching the English News Bulletin on QPVN channel. I'm Châu Nguyễn, and now let me keep you up to date with the headlines. Jordanian King pays official visit to Vietnam. Vietnam and India strengthen peacekeeping cooperation through VINBAX 2025. Vietnam and China eye balanced agricultural trade. King of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein, arrived in Hanoi on November the 12th, beginning a two-day official visit to Vietnam at the invitation of State President Lương. Right after the official welcome ceremony at the presidential palace, the two leaders held talks. This is the first visit to Vietnam by the head of the Kingdom of Jordan and the first exchange of delegations at the head of state government level between the two countries since the establishment of their diplomatic relations. The visit is taking place at a time when the two countries are celebrating the 45th anniversary of diplomatic relations, contributing to opening up new cooperation opportunities. The two leaders agreed that both sides need to strengthen political trust through delegation exchanges, especially high-level ones, effectively implement the Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation between the two foreign ministries signed during the visit, study and promote the early signing of agreements to establish other cooperation mechanisms, and soon appoint honorary consuls in each country. On the basis of political trust, the two leaders agreed to promote cooperation in defense security, exchanges of information and experts and officials between defense and security establishments to enhance mutual understanding and exchange experience in areas of mutual interest. In the field of education and training, the two sides agreed to augment student and academic exchanges, especially in science and technology, artificial intelligence, and semiconductors. During his working visit to Tay Ninh province to attend the second Vietnam-Cambodia Border Defense Friendship Exchange, General Phan Van Giang, Minister of National Defense, worked with the Party Committee of Tay Ninh province on the afternoon of November the 12th. General Phan Van Giang highly appreciated the Party Committee, government, armed forces, and people of Tay Ninh province for coordinating with the Ministry of National Defense to be well prepared for the second Vietnam-Cambodia Border Defense Friendship Exchange, suggesting the Provincial Party Committee strengthen leadership, care for building and training a team of cadres with quality and capacity to meet the construction and development requirements of the province, focusing on developing key economic sectors, building strong economic potential, prioritize investment in transport infrastructure, develop border economic zones to attract investment, tap potential and advantages, improve the people's lives, especially those of ethnic groups and in remote areas, strengthen defense potential and consolidate defense security posture. General Phan Van Giang also witnessed the signing of a strategic cooperation agreement for the 2026-2030 period between the VIET Group and the People's Committee of Tay Ninh province, and presented a symbolic plaque of the Central Military Commission and the Ministry of National Defense supporting the locality to carry out social security work. Earlier, General Phan Van Giang worked with Division 5, Military Region 7. Minister Phan Van Giang requested the unit to closely coordinate with local party committees, authorities, and forces to grasp all situations, well carry out staff work, effectively handle any arising situations, strictly maintain combat readiness, supplement and complete combat plans and strategies to suit the actual situation, proactively prepare forces and means for flood and storm prevention, search and rescue, forest fire fighting, strictly maintain regularity and discipline observance, and improve the material and spiritual life of soldiers. General Phan Van Giang believes that the officers and soldiers of Division 5 always stay united and successfully complete the task in 2025, creating a solid foundation for the successful implementation of all assigned tasks. On this occasion, the Defense Minister and the working delegation offered flowers and incense in tribute to President Ho Chi Minh and the heroic martyrs of Division 5, Military Region 7. On the morning of November the 13th at the Mộc Bài International Border Gate in Tay Ninh Province, the second Vietnam-Cambodia Border Defense Friendship Exchange took place. General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense of Vietnam, presided over the official welcoming ceremony for General Tia Seha, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Defense of the Kingdom of Cambodia. The welcoming ceremony was conducted with both solemnity and warmth. The firm handshake between the two ministers symbolized trust and the shared commitment to a peaceful, cooperative, and developing border, affirming the spirit of good neighborliness, traditional friendship, comprehensive cooperation, and long-term sustainability between Vietnam and Cambodia. The event reaffirms both sides' political will to strengthen the friendship between the two countries, their militaries and peoples, to enhance bilateral defense cooperation and to promote practical border diplomacy. It also aims to consolidate unity among border protection forces, local authorities, and residents on both sides, working together to build a border of peace, friendship, stability, and development. The defense ministers then planted a friendship tree, a living symbol of the growing bond between the two countries, nurtured by trust, mutual understanding, and concrete cooperation. As the two defense ministers walked together, warmly greeted by border residents, their shared smiles reflected the enduring solidarity and mutual confidence between the peoples of Vietnam and Cambodia. On November the 12th, on the occasion of the 43rd anniversary of the Vietnamese Teachers' Day, November the 20th, General Nguyễn Tân Cương, Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army and Deputy Minister of National Defense, visited and extended greetings to the National Defense Academy and the Department of Military Training and School Management under the General Staff. During the meeting, General Nguyễn Tân Cương conveyed his best wishes to generations of leaders, commanders, instructors, and education managing staff of the Academy and the department. He requested both units to continue implementing the motto of genuine teaching, learning, testing, and evaluation, emphasizing that the quality of education and training reflects the unit's combat readiness. He urged all agencies and units to innovate training plans, contents, and programs, regularly update new information, and ensure close integration between theory and practice. He also called for proactive research and strategic consultation with the Central Military Commission and the Ministry of National Defense to advance the building of a revolutionary, regular, high-quality, and modern military, while promoting the development of a smart, modern military education system. At the National Military Training Center No. 4, the 2025 UN Peacekeeping Bilateral Exercise, known as VINBAX 2025, is underway from November the 11th to November the 27th, 2025. It bears important and practical meaning, contributing to tightening friendship and solidarity, promoting good defense cooperation between Vietnam and India within the framework of the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries. Following the success of VINBAX 2024 in India, VINBAX 2025 marks the fourth field-based drill on UN peacekeeping between the two militaries. With the participation of over 300 personnel from both countries, this year's exercise is designed to enhance the professional capacity, coordination, and field-based exercise organization of the engineering, medical, and search and rescue forces in preparation for UN deployment. The exercise includes 3 parts, namely theoretical training on UN peacekeeping operations, practical skill training for engineers, medical staff, and military observers in combination with field-based exercises, and integrated field exercise simulating coordination between military observers, engineers, medical staff, and rescue teams in a UN mission scenario. This exercise is conducted in the form of field training on a larger scale than previous bilateral exercises. It covers such tasks as road construction and maintenance, mine clearance and explosives, and the use of helicopters and humanitarian relief situations. All exercises situations are based on the experiences and situations that UN staff meet during task performance in UN peacekeeping missions, with an aim to provide knowledge, skills, and improve the capacity of officers engaging in peacekeeping operations from both Vietnam and India before deploying to UN peacekeeping mission. The annual VINBAX is the most vivid testament to the increasingly substantive and effective collaboration between the two sides, especially as India is the only international partner to date to conduct such an exercise with Vietnam. It has become one of the important pillars in bilateral defense cooperation, demonstrating the common commitment of Vietnam and India to regional peace, stability, and cooperation. Coming up next, overseas students share ideas for Vietnam's development goals. Vietnam and China eye balanced agricultural trade. At a recent gathering at Chulalongkorn University of Thailand, Vietnamese students discussed and shared their views on the draft documents to be submitted to the 14th National Congress of the Communist Party of Vietnam. A key issue raised was the complex process of degree recognition after completing studies abroad. The students suggested Vietnam should sign bilateral or multilateral agreement on mutual recognition of degrees and credits to simplify procedures and enhance transparency. In education, they proposed adopting Thailand's Happy Learning model, expanding digital learning access, and launching national initiatives to nurture digital talent early, preparing a skilled workforce for the digital economy. They also called for more opportunities for overseas students to act as bridges, linking leading international universities with institutions in Vietnam. The young participants expressed confidence that the Vietnamese students community abroad, with its diverse expertise in education, will continue contributing to building a prosperous, modern, and happy Vietnam in the new era. On November the 12th, the Vietnam-China Agricultural Product Trade Promotion Conference was held in Hanoi, with the participation of nearly 100 enterprises, including more than 40 enterprises from the localities of Henan, Huangdong, Huangqi, Shandong, Shanxi, and Hebei of China. In 2024, the import-export turnover of agro, forestry, and fishery products between Vietnam and China hit $17.8 billion, of which Vietnam's agro, forestry, fishery exports to the Chinese market reached $13.5 billion. Enterprises believed that there is ample room for growth in the coming time. Vietnam owns much agricultural produce that China does not have, so the Chinese market bears great potential for consuming Vietnamese agricultural produce. However, such issues as packaging, processing, and especially origin of products are very important for Chinese people to promote the trade of Vietnamese agricultural produce in the Chinese market. Hopefully, through this supply-demand connection conference with businesses in each province and city of China, we can better understand the consumption needs of each locality and continue to find solutions to export products to the Chinese market. This event brings an opportunity for associations and businesses of the two countries to exchange information, seek investment cooperation opportunities, transfer technology, and develop agricultural product consumption markets. And that's all for now. Remember, you can always watch news again at qpvn.vn. Now, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.